music saved our ass, if we can use that expression.
It certainly saved our marriage.
I don't know about that.
After almost breaking it up too. So I don't know.
Well, after we've been in California for a while, so let's go to New Orleans again, because we have.
Let's go for Mardi Gras.
Let's go for Mardi Gras. So our daughter was 4 months old.
Our baby daughter.
And that was the new crop of kids.
Yeah, the 2 older ones were in school, and they were like old enough to take care of themselves while we took off.
So we came down here. We spent 2 weeks, and we played on the street.
In Jackson Square mostly.
In Jackson Square on Wall Street, and we'd play until autumn turned blue or started crying from hunger. Which time Roselyn would take off and tend to her, and I'd keep on playing. So we went back to California, and we came back to New Orleans.
Yeah, we were going back and forth, and we had a whole tour set up between the 2 cities, between LA and New Orleans, and it was lots of fun. And then they started passing laws that you could not, you had to be in school, in a single school, for a certain amount of time, or else they would flunk you. So we had to make our decision between.
Well, we had. Do we want to stay in the Los Angeles area or New Orleans?
That wasn't a hard decision.
New Orleans. And we met Al Jaffe, who was one of the founders of Preservation Hall, and he helped us out a lot. He 2 or 3 different times, so we stayed at places.
He was a real fan.
Real nice. Marvelous. He liked what we were doing, old Lead Belly stuff and
original stuff. He liked original stuff, especially Love the Policeman. That tickled him.
We didn't sing that much on the street, not that song.
Yeah, right. With cops out there, you had to be careful, right? That was more for coffee houses and concerts.
But so we ended up staying here, and we had a big old step van that we lived in. Well, we had VW bus when we first came down. And the second time we came down, Fuji TV from Japan followed us from California. They met up with us in Austin and followed us for a week and shot us and where we were, and it was part of their Families of the World that they broadcast on Fuji TV in Japan.
We still have a copy
so
of
that was cool. And so and then Al we decided we were in California. We'd seen Al around Christmas time and gone back to California.
We were staying in one of his houses or another one of them.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even charge us rent for him. He would just let us stay.
We stayed on. He had a vacant lot near Treme, a fenced-in vacant lot, and my job was to clean it up. It needed cleaning, so that was really fine. We'd underneath a big old mulberry tree, and we'd have.
And it was the house is still there, and I think that the Jaffes still own them. There's a whole row.
Yeah, I think it's a hotel.
And the other thing was that.
Nicholas Payton and his brother used to come over when they were little,
Yeah, they lived at 2 houses
down. Hot dogs,
and
hot dogs.
And their dad was the music teacher at McDonald 15, and our kids were going there. So it was, it was all family. It was all
really
fun.
nice. We enjoyed it.
It was like there was music everywhere. Like you could go down and listen to the Paytons playing, and jam with them. You could go down to the school where the kids were going to be playing. You could go right out to Jazz Fest free with the kids from the school as part of the parental.
Oh yeah, we got into the Jazz Fest. I guess in '81.
Yeah.
Stormy was a year old or so.
Was it Nicholas or we would feed them, Darius, and they named our food vegetarian pizzas because it was like an omelet with lots of vegetables, and the kids loved it. It was, they called it vegetarian pizza.
Cheese, veggies, stuff. Open face on the frying pan on the stove in the van.
Because we didn't have an oven in the van. And it was, like we could jam with them, and we would. I substituted teaching at the McDonald 15 in the music classes a couple of times for Mr. Payton, and we'd ride on the bus out to Jazz Fest, and we started playing at Jazz Fest. Stormy was just a baby when we first started playing. The kids we auditioned for Quit with the kids in the stroller, and we took care of that stroller all the way up the stairs, and we sang for him, and he liked us, and he booked us, and they've been booking us ever since. And it was, a thing of where do you want to live? Like Hawaii, Tahiti, Fiji, but New Orleans, there's music, there's food, and they all speak English. Well, sort of.